Hi, this is Nancy, Eustace, and Tommy from Wyoming Earth Treasures, and today our video is going to be about the rocks that we find on our property. And when I say our property, I am standing in our backyard. So if you look over that way, there's that hill over there. Our property line goes on the other side of that little hill. It goes over there, and this whole gully right here and is our property. We have 17 acres. We have 5 acres over there, and this whole thing is covered with rocks, and we hike this every summer, and we usually always come back to the house with some kind of rock. And so I just wanted to show, when I say on our property, the expanse of the property. And so we're going to go inside and we're going to show you some of the rocks that we have found here. So come on. Hi. So we're back inside, and so this is a bunch of polished agates that we have found. I have pulled out some that we have found on our property. This is a rock that I have done some cutting, and here are some of the pieces that I have cut. Let me get my flashlight. Isn't it beautiful? And it came from this rock. Here's some other agates we found on our property. This rock, I have no clue what this rock is, but it's pretty. I tumbled it. And here's another rock we found. It's an agate that we found, and I cut pieces and I polished them. Look how beautiful that is. Some kind of agate with a bunch of dendrites in there. We also find a lot of Jasper on our property. We have tons of Jasper, and here are some that we polished that we came from our property, and we found a lot more. And here's another rock we found. I don't know what this is, but it's beautiful. It's a green rock. And here's another rock that we tumbled. It looks like here at the bottom of this here is some agate, and then some type of green rock. I have no idea what it is. I'll bring it to our meeting at the Riverton Gem and Mineral Society and see if they can tell me what kind it is. And when I moved to Riverton, Wyoming, I thought jade was abundant, and I always thought it was everywhere, but I found out it's not. So I didn't think I was ever going to find some jade in my property, but one year I was digging outside of the property to put an outdoor shower in it, and this rock popped out, and it was very green and different than all the other rocks. So I entered it into the fair as a rock is found, because I didn't know what it was, and I got first place, and they said it was jade. So I asked a friend who knows jade, and he said it was a piece of forest green jade. So that was pretty exciting that I did find some jade on our property. I was told it probably blew in here since we don't have a vein of jade close by. Also, I found this rock over there, back there on that hill. It just looks like some ugly black rock, and so I cut a bunch of slices, and I noticed in these slices there's some green in there. You see this green? Isn't that pretty? So I brought it to one of our meetings for the Gem and Mineral Society, and they told me that's jade inside there. Can you see that? That green is jade. So maybe I'll take my little trim saw and cut some of this jade out eventually. Some more slices. Yeah, so that green in there is jade, so that's pretty exciting. Also, one of the other things we find on our property, we find a lot of coral. I think this is all coral. So, and it's pretty. And so we know that since we have all this coral on our property, that obviously we were underwater at one time, this area. And another thing that we found on our property is we find a lot of, not a lot, but a good amount of petrified wood. And this piece of petrified wood, you can see the agate in it. It's beautiful. I have it for sale. I'm going to put it on our website if anybody's interested in buying it. Please look at that agate on there. It's really pretty. So that's a nice piece of petrified wood. And here's some more petrified wood. And some more petrified wood that we found on our property. Here's a piece of petrified wood we found on our property that we tumbled in the tumbler. It's beautiful. And just last year I found this piece, and it looked like wood, but I wasn't really sure. I brought it home and I cut off the bottom of it. And here is the piece that I cut off of it. And I brought it to one of our meetings at the Riverton Gem and Mineral Society, and they said that it is petrified wood. And last year also, I was walking down where I always walk, and I looked down and I found this huge agate. It must have rolled down one of the hills or something, and I cut a piece of that off. Look how beautiful that is. Let me see if I can show you. Can you see that? It's really pretty, and it's a big agate. And then also on our property, we found this here piece. I think this is banded iron. A great big huge piece of banded iron on our property. It's got all kinds of designs and stuff in it. And a long time ago, I was hiking over there on a hill on our property, and I found this rock. It was about this big, and I didn't know what it was. And I brought it down to the rock shop to have them cut it, and it fell in a bunch of pieces. And I have a smaller rock saw that I was able to cut some slices off of it. I took some of the slices to one of our auctions at the Riverton Gem and Mineral Society that we have every February, and they had a bidding war on the rock. And I asked one of our members, why is my rock so popular? And he told me it was rare. It was a green moss agate. So that was pretty exciting. So that sold, I think those 4 pieces, $43, but that to me that was a lot. And I've also out of that rock I've cut off a lot of pieces and given them away, and this is what's left of it. This is the original rock that I found that I cut it all off of. You can kind of see, so that's what it looks like. It was pretty big, and this is what's left of the raw rock. You can see some of that green in there. And then here's another piece from the original rock. I even cut some slices and sold it at a rock show. Somebody came and bought it all, said he was going to make jewelry and belt to buckles out of it. And this is the raw rock. And here is some of the pieces that I cut off that I threw in my tumbler. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And this is all I have left of this rock. It's gorgeous. And we have found a lot more rocks on our property. This is just some that I gathered up. It's kind of cold outside and a lot of snow, and I just wanted to show people what we find on our property. I hope you like this video. Our next video, we're going to take a rock and we're going to cut it in slices. So, and I'm gonna put this on our website, Wyoming Treasures Google site, and and if you're interested in buying this agate, and these 2 pieces of wood. Anyways, thanks a lot for your time, and until next time, bye-bye.